Hey, it's Jack from Jack 8 Lee Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Let's take a look at the single-family home market update for Massachusetts, July 2023. Let's dive right into it. And we have a new record high price for single-family home in Massachusetts. You can look at this chart. You can see how last year we hit that high at about 792. Last June, 792. And then the prices dipped down as interest rates started to kick in. And then this springtime, we had that banking crisis. Remember the banking crisis? And then the Fed kind of pumped the brakes on raising interest rates anymore, although they seem to have some interest rate hikes in the future planned. Seems a little, iffy what's going to happen there. So this springtime, the market responded with basically getting back all the price gain. It's been a roller coaster is basically what I'm saying over the last calendar year, June to June. And now we have a brand new single family home high in Massachusetts on average. Of course, your local community will differ. $796 for a single family home in Massachusetts. Wow, blown away. That is really high. And that's reflected in this very important ratio between the sales price, what it sold for, versus its originally posted price. So this is a number which compares the power of the seller versus the power of the buyer. And sellers remain in control. This number for June is 102%. So once again, if you had a house listed for $100,000, you would have sold it for $102,000. So again, favoring the seller, very strong seller's market. And houses are selling fast. They're selling fast. Look at this. Days to offer, 17 days in the month of June. You can see that number go boom, down. It was up at 37, which is the highest we had seen it in a while, a couple of years. It was at 37 this February, which, you usually expect a little bit slower in February. That's understandable. But wow, has it, after that banking crisis and the Fed pumped the brakes, the market has accelerated big time. You're putting in a house on the market and you're accepting an offer in under 3 weeks. On average, right? It could be the next day. It's fast. You're selling your house pretty darn fast because there's not much on the market. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Actually, let's talk about it right now. Inventory, supply, what is available to buy? Take a look at this chart. As of the first of the month, July 1st, we had 3,554 single-family homes on the market first of the month, July 1st, 2023. That is not that strong if you look at the chart. It's kind of in the middle. And, usually we would see that number continually go up during the spring market. And it went up a little bit and it's kind of sputtering right now. But historically, over the last couple of years, take a look at these numbers. Over here, in 2019, we had almost 12,000 homes on the market July 1st of 2019. 2020, 7,000 homes. Now, you remember the virus struck about St. Patrick's Day of that year, March 17th, approximately. So, but still in July 1st, we still had 7,000 homes on the market in 2020. And then, wow, what a difference into 2021, 3,300 homes, a little bounce back in 2022. And now, just get the idea. We have only 3,500 homes in the market. Where when things were normal back in 2019, we had 12,000 homes on the market. What a huge difference. So this volatility in the real estate market kind of makes these market updates, I think, even more valuable. It's just not another humdrum market update. I really look forward to doing these updates if for any other reason to keep myself apprised about what's going on, and I hope that you learn something too. Okay, let's get back to the number. The sold numbers, not a big surprise, an upswing as you would expect in the spring market, although not touching last year's number or the year before. 4,269 sold single-family homes in Massachusetts last month. 5,400 last year, and 6,000. You can see the volume of sales is down because there's not a lot on the market. So what does the future hold? Let's take a look at our new statistic, pending home sales. 4,569. That's how many homes went under agreement, pending sale in June. That's down from the June before. You get the trend, right? These numbers are down from the past couple of years. Down from the June before, where we had 5,600, and down from the June before that, where we had 6,500. And I know, because as I just told you, as you just saw, there's just not a lot on the market. Getting the point. Yes, it's really good for sellers right now. So in the short term, I'm very pro-seller for this market, at least for the next, say, like 3 months. 3 months. We have to keep an eye on interest rates. And there's been some mixed messages about what the Fed's going to do on interest rates for the remainder of the calendar year. And given the interest rates that we had over the last stretch here, it usually takes something like 12 months or whatever for those to kind of take their desired effect. What desired effect is that, Jack? It's a recession. The Fed is basically trying to cause a recession to cool off inflation. That's the strategy, right? Yeah. So, in their infinite wisdom. But that's the strategy, and it hasn't really happened yet. But I have seen many predictions that we're going to have a recession. You've probably seen that as well. And this is one thing that caught my eye. I want to show you this chart. One thing that caught my eye over the last week, and that's the job numbers. If we're going to have a recession, if it ever comes, we'd first see it in the job numbers. And if you look at these job numbers, there was a miss on the job numbers. Not that radical of a miss, but there was a miss on the job numbers last week. And the federal government has revised down the job numbers for every month of this year. It's almost as if they're reporting a top line number when everyone's paying attention. What's that, the first Friday of the month? And then they revise it down 30 days later when not as many people are noticing. But it's true in the economy. And most of these jobs are actually, how do I want to say this, gig jobs. As one of my favorite economists has said, they're DoorDash jobs. And this is a concern. Not immediate, but something that you should definitely be watching on the horizon. No offense to DoorDash. And if you're selling in the next, say, 30 to 90 days, pay no mind to that. It doesn't matter to you. But if your horizon's more like 12 to 18 months, something you want to keep an eye on. And we'll be keeping an eye on it for you as well. In the meantime, I'm Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.